from Madison Skinner. Rather, Maddie Banks, 4 in purple.
Maddie Banks, one of the most consistent players for Austin. She just does all the little things well. She's kind of a silent assassin out there, but a friendly one. Everyone loves. She played in Nebraska. Again, she said, I'm used to these moments. I love them. I played in a lot of them, and we're ready to go tonight.
Casanova pausing in the air, trying to find those hands, but just hitting that ball deep.
It's interesting, one thing Austin said today was, we don't want to come out too hot. We're better when we kind of slow burn into it. So you got to think they're happy they're up by 7, but also they want to be able to sustain this. Of course, for them to win the championship, they need to win the match and then the tiebreak, which is the golden set, 1-15.
Eric Sullivan giving McCage some feedback on the serve. Tori Dixon up for Salt Lake. Eggleston keeping this ball alive. Out to Alexa Gray, right off Inouye's platform.
Alexa Gray, Jordan Poulter, 2 best friends off the court. They played together in Italy many years ago, and they have such a strong connection, a lot of trust between these two. One reason, she gets a lot of sets down the stretch.
Salt Lake continuing to find Eggleston and serve receive. Madison Skinner getting the ball straight back at her. Huge block from Salt Lake.
Huge block by Serena Gray. You can see the grin from her. 6'2", played her college career at Pittsburgh. Right here from California. It's so fun for a lot of these athletes to get to come home in front of their friends and family and compete at the highest level.
Jordan Poulter out to Alexa Gray. Off the hands of Madison Skinner. Momentum starting to go to Salt Lake's side. As Eric Sullivan calls a timeout for Austin. Let's go in and see what he has to say to his team.
Feed there and then find Yeah, hey, there's the short, right? Let's make sure we're paying attention to that and talking our way through it. Yep. Hey, good first contact here. Good first contact, good set. Just take a good swing. All right, keep finding edges. Hey, and if it's not there, put it on them, man. Make these guys play. Right? Here we go. Come on.
Yeah, go with the ball. Yeah, let's go. We got you a pass. We got, yeah. Here we go here. We want to skip? Oh, you want, yeah. Skip, which one? Okay. Koto, do you want to flex here? Okay, yes, we will.
Logan Eggleston, one of the most competitive athletes. Her teammates say she's going to get after it and talk a little crap more than anyone. Loves these moments as well. And here talking to her teammates about what to expect on the next play.
Pancake by Casanova. Boyd finding Skinner, who goes straight through the split in front of Claire Hoffman.
Huge swing by number 6, Madison Skinner. Sometimes it just sounds different, and you can tell it's championship volleyball here tonight. Huge swing. She saw a little bit of space, and she took advantage.
Madison Skinner just as much as a threat in the back row as she is the front. Alexa Gray, big swing right into Asia O'Neill's hands. One of the best blockers in League One this season.
Number 7, Asia O'Neill. This is her at her best, just absolutely crushing dreams. One of the competitive leaders of this team. She's doesn't need to say a lot. She shows a lot with her actions. Just competes hard, is doing everything she can to help this team win their 2nd championship.
Poulter keeping this one alive somehow with a knuckleball. Eric Sullivan trying to say the team was in the net. Serena Gray, perfect swing. We see the,
and there it is.
Classic.
The flag is up.
So a challenge from Eric Sullivan. He has to throw that red flag, which is new this season, and I don't think he minds it. So more on that red flag from Eric Sullivan. It's Cameron Irwin.
You're right, Shelby. You just mentioned it. One addition to League One volleyball this year is the challenge flag. You can hear them discussing it now. But Eric Sullivan,
so fluid, like a little ballerina. All right, Courtney, what do you see from this challenge right here?
They're challenging if it hit the antenna here, and I think it did.
So no ball can hit the antenna at any point. That means it's the other team's point. Doesn't move right here from what we can see.
It also could have been
The
from
net.
Jordan Poulter hitting the net on the other side.
So
And that may be why you see the antenna shaking.
Jordan Poulter can hit the net outside the antenna, but obviously the main net inside you cannot touch.
That's correct. It's a
So-
game of inches here.
Yeah, great effort at least, if anything, by Jordan Poulter.
These referees looking at every angle they possibly can because every point matters when it's all on the line tonight.
Looks like Poulter actually hit her face on one of the cameras for the up ref. And here's everything that these coaches are allowed to challenge. So, block touch, net fault, antenna touch. You can never touch the antenna. You can never have a foot fault. Double contact, last touch, reaching over the net. Double contact is okay if the ball stays on your side. So each coach has 2 challenges per set. If they use a challenge and win it, they get to keep it. If they lose it, they lose the challenge. So Eric Sullivan's down to 1 challenge for this set. But Cameron Irwin, thank you so much for that story. Love those pictures. Great t-shirts for Austin. Slide coming in, Asia O'Neal. The slide queen, as her former head coach at Texas, Jared Elliott, dubbed her.
The slide queen, so good at that slide, which is when she runs behind the setter. It's a fast set, really difficult to defend, and Asia O'Neal is one of the best in the league.
Poulter out to Gray, off the hands of Carly Lloyd, and we're back to Cameron Irwin.
We're just mentioning Asia O'Neal, and actually last season, although they won the championship, she said she wasn't super happy with her performance. She was dealing with some ankle injuries, and she went in and hired a couple coaches and strength trainers to recognize her body. She noticed that there was a disparity, about 60% stronger on her right side, which is unique. You saw her just run the slide yet again. You would think she'd be stronger on that left side, so they got back in the gym, worked on it. She feels like she's quicker and better as a slide attacker as well as a blocker this year.
Madison Skinner hoping to get that touch, but it's out. Perfect example of what you were talking about, Cameron. As we see Eric Sullivan throw the flag, what might be his highest throw. Asia O'Neal, though, won a lot and is now second in the league in blocks. So we have another challenge, though, here.
And Austin is
You
challenging
can see
block
Serena
touch.
Gray's pointer finger moving right here.
It's nice when they're that quick. Not much fight from Salt Lake. Eric Sullivan, we're in the pyramid. He's got no limitations on how high this flag goes.
It's very true. I know, Courtney, at Servant Pass, you said that this gym in particular can really affect how the setters view the ball. So we Jarvis in the match right now for Austin. One-handed set to Poulter, leading to that awesome kill by Graham.
Serena Gray absolutely annihilates that ball in the middle. It's one of the most efficient plays. Serena Gray with the highest hitting percentage in the middle this season. I would expect Jordan Poulter as much as she can, as much as the pass allows, to try to get Serena Gray the ball.
Poulter making these one-handed sets look easy. Maddie Haynes, deep float. Slide from McCage. Hoffman going for the deep corner, just a little too wide. It's Austin's ball.
And we talk about attacking edges, and so much of that is really going after the block. And so even if there's a huge block, 2 people there over the net, you don't want to avoid it, hit out of bounds. You really want to try to hit the outside edges of somebody's hand. Claire Hoffman just misses high.
Tight ball for Claire Hoffman. She recycles it, but it ends up being a block by Madison Skinner. So Hoffman on purpose goes into Skinner's hands, hoping to get a coverage ball, but no one able to help her out.
Madison Skinner staying nice and disciplined there.
Tight ball back out to Hoffman, who beats out Skinner's block this time with the power jam.
Power jam, somewhere in between a hit and a tip. You kind of throw it down a little bit, as long as it's in front of you, that is legal. Jordan Poulter and Carly Lloyd, 2 of the most physical setters, so that means when a pass is tight, they're able to go up and get it and give their team a chance to keep playing, get a swing. Logan Eggleston, number 33 for Austin, going back to serve, leading the league in aces. She had a handful on Thursday night. This is a really good rotation for Austin, where they're going to want to get several points in a row.
Back row attack, Alexa Gray with the big, getting the kill from the back.
And both sides, again, we talked about how well they know each other. So these rotations where there's been a good matchup for the other side as an offense, there's an urgency to try to score because you want to get out of that rotation, not get stuck giving away a lot of points in a row.
Maddie Banks getting the tool off Tori Dixon's hands.
Maddie Banks, number 4 for Austin. Again, her husband was drafted, also a football player from Nebraska, playing for the Green Bay Packers. Right now, cheering for Austin.
Bailey Miller at the service line, one of the youngest players in League One, 21 years old. Casanova, did she get the touch? Maddie Banks wags that finger saying, no, you didn't.
And again, Haiti Casanova, the X factor for Salt Lake tonight. It's going to be a long night for Salt Lake if they're not able to find some production on the right side of the court.
Coulter out to Gray, rolling that one line. Madison Skinner goes into the block, but it goes straight down from Tori Dixon.
A rare mistake by Madison Skinner. She won 3 national championships in college. She was the league MVP last season in the finals. And I asked her this morning, hey, what do you do to manage these moments? All the pressure, all the expectations, and she pointed to her faith. She said, it's been written, I just got to show up, trust in something bigger than me. And the groundedness that that gives me allows me a lot of freedom.
Serena Gray looks like she's telling her huddle that there was not a touch, or that there was. Talami Ashira throwing that red flag, calling for the challenge.
The original call on the floor was no block touch. Salt Lake is challenging for a block touch.
Oh, yeah.
That dinky looks like it's moving. Again, the matchup, Cameron Owen said you had to look out for Asia O'Neal, Serena Gray, friends since they were 15 years old.
Mary Lake into serve for Salt Lake, BYU grad.
Lake with the dig. Casanova keeping this one alive. So set point for Austin. Austin got off to a 6-0 start and hasn't trailed since. Never trailed at all this first set now. Madison Skinner, back row to serve. Casanova going off the right hand of Asia O'Neal, trying to get to that red zone mark, that 20-point mark in each set. Jordan Poulter up to serve for Salt Lake. Slide, Asia O'Neal tipping this one over. Statement kill from Alexa Gray.
Huge swing by Alexa Gray, number 9 for Salt Lake. We talk about both teams, they've had their backs against the wall. Anything can happen in the playoffs. They've been in positions where they have to win. And right now, I wouldn't count Salt Lake out, even though they're down 4.
Pushed out to Banks. Austin hoping there's a touch, but the up ref calls it in their favor regardless. No challenge needed. So Austin takes the first set in the final match. Tonight we crown a champion. Or hold on, it's Talami Ashira for Salt Lake calling a challenge. Not so fast, Thomas says.
The original call on the floor was no block touch. Salt Lake is challenging for a block touch.
Let's take a look. We got to make sure, was there a touch? Oh, boy.
challenge unsuccessful. First set goes to the reigning champs, Austin. Tonight, we crown a champion on USA Sports. The season is over. Austin defending their title. Salt Lake looking for their first one in League One history. Well, high school players walk by and ask her for pictures all the time. I'm just here to make Courtney look good. Madison Skinner starting us off in the second set. Austin took the first one, and Alexa Gray coming out hot to start us off in the second.
And Shelby, you talked about in the Open, both of these teams have had such an up and down season. What the skill that you develop there is being able to reset, no matter how good it was, how bad it was in the last set or the last point. It's about bringing your focus to the next play, and that's what champions do. We're going to see that over and over tonight.
Casanova getting the high hands with an Eggleston saving it. Big play by Kojima for Salt Lake. Slide, Asia O'Neal finding the hands of Claire Hoffman. We're going to send it over to Cameron Irwin.
Shelby, I got a chance to listen into the Salt Lake huddle between sets 1 and 2, and Haley Washington was actually the most vocal voice, saying it was just a 5-point differential. We know they're a good blocking team on the other side of the net. We have to adapt. They also talked about making some minor adjustments with their set location, particularly out of system, allowing for more error. And last and finally, they want to serve number 33. That's Logan Eggleston. Guys?
Haley Washington, one of the best middles in the world for a long time. She's been out with an injury the last 2 seasons, but is committed to being here and helping her team in every single way. She's a gold medalist from the Tokyo Olympics, a huge asset to this team in this league.
And Cameron, that 5-point difference that Haley Washington was talking about, that was the largest difference for a set so far in this championship series. So 5-setter we had. Could not have been closer. The blocks were crazy. Great matchup on Thursday. Again, Austin has to win this match to take it to the golden set. Asia O'Neal with the deep float. Casanova straight through the block. Molly McCage and split with Eggleston.
And the rhythm there with Casanova and Poulter looks a little bit more dialed in. Those sets were a little bit fast in set 1 there. She's better when she has time and is able to go get that thing and attack the block.
Skinner flying in from the back row, going right off Serena Gray's platform for the kill.
Again, when you have a back row attack, you have to jump from behind the 10-foot line, but what that does for your offense is it just adds one more hitter. So as a defense, you have so many things coming at you, it's really hard to defend.
Oh, Skinner's 4th kill of the match. Claire Hoffman adding 1 to her. Salt Lake has 19 kills right now, and Austin has just 10. Definitely difference in offense right now so far.
That's right. Austin been able to score a lot from their block. Defensively, a lot of errors from Salt Lake where they're able to score so far.
McCage sprinting into Carly Lloyd is scoring on Kojima, the libero of the year.
Molly McCage, I love this comment she made the other day. She said, hey, what's it like playing with Carly Lloyd, the setter? Carly hasn't started all season long. She's started the last few matches, and Molly said, it's kind of like mom entered the group chat. She just brings the level of expectations up, and we're here for it.
Eggleston keeping this one alive. What a play from Austin. It's all in the effort from Logan Eggleston. The bench is loving it. The crowd does too.
All the joy. Look at that effort. Incredible move, and Maddie Banks just squeezes it in there. It's kind of an awkward play for Claire Hoffman. Those are always fun to get the team going. Momentum builder.
Everyone loved that play, including Maddie Banks. Back row attack, Alexa Gray. Skinner tipping this one and covering her own ball. Anyway, putting her body on the floor, but not able to get that 3rd touch back on Salt Lake's side.
Just see what this means to these athletes by how hard they go. If there is the slightest chance they're able to get that up in return, they're going for it. So fun to watch.
Neither team has more than 2 consecutive points this set. Claire Hoffman serving 2 wide, ball in Molly McCage's hands. Watch out for Salt Lake to hit a McCage in this rotation. With her being the middle blocker in the back row, middles aren't there to be Back row players are there to block at the front. Alexa Gray way off the net. You can hear Poulter talking to her.
That's a big time play from Salt Lake. So much good volleyball is happening there. And at this level, these sets out of system, when the pass or the dig is way off the net, the game often comes down to how well you execute in those moments. Incredible set by Manami Kojima.
Poulter out to Alexa Gray, going line.
And the other thing you see, we've talked about the blocks of Austin. They're such a physical team, but it's not just the blocks that you get a point on, but it's all these little touches. If you can slow down a hard attack, you get a dig, it's really positive touch for your team.
Skinner forcing Alexa Gray's hand back, getting the point by doing that jam you were talking about, Courtney.
Yeah, and this is what makes a hitter great. That set was really fast coming out of Carly Lloyd's hands. It was a low set, and Madison Skinner worked hard to get her feet there, make something happen. And as a setter, when your hitters are working hard for you, there's freedom to go for it. You're gonna set them better in the end.
Poulter to Alexa Gray again, this time going for Carly Lloyd's hands, shoving her hands off the block. Alexa Gray has 8 kills so far. She's leading the gym in kills. We've had 7 ties and 7 lead changes in this set, folks. Asia O'Neil on the slide. A little too much power sending that one out.
As a slide hitter, you're actually trying to get depth, so you want to be far from the net so you can keep that ball in front of you. When you get under it, you tend to sail it out of bounds like you saw there from Asia O'Neil.
Maggie Banks leading out the block, and Kojima at left back.
Great swing, and it's a rare thing to get one on Manami Kojima. Both of these liberos so good, so well respected in the league. And Austin talked about when Kojima's back there, you are trying to avoid that half of the court. It changes how you think about running an offense, how you think about attacking the ball, and that's what makes her so good.
Kojima setting this one high, letting her setter get reset. Eggleston with the pancake, but it's being called down.
Talked to Manami Kojima this morning. I said, hey, what would it mean to you to win a championship here in the States? This is her first time playing outside of Japan for a club season. She's loved her experience. Her English has gotten phenomenal. And she talked about, my dream is to play in the LA Olympics, and I can't believe how many fans we have here. It feels so special, and it would mean a lot to me.
Back to attack Skinner, right into Serena Gray's hands. Serena Gray doesn't need any help. She can block Skinner all by herself.
Great block by number 11. She's more known for her offense, but does a nice job of staying disciplined there and just getting over. You can feel Salt Lake kind of starting to lock in here, and this is when they get good. They're not an overly emotional team. They just make play after play and tend to not let up when they're at their best.
Boyd out to Eggleston, hard hit over the block. Well, and up anyway. Not able to get this over the net, but the effort from the libero for Austin is unmatched. But point for Salt Lake. Eric Sullivan, though, not so fast, throwing that red flag in the air. Looks like he's calling.
The original call on the floor was no net touch. Austin is challenging for a net touch.
Courtney, what do you think? So Eric Sullivan is calling Salt Lake into the net, but it looks like it's the ball.
I think that's the ball for a long...
That's right. Hey, does that make sense? Let's not get aggressive here. We're lined up right on Gray. Get our hands across the net, right? She's not using the edge. She's just going out at the hands.
Challenge unsuccessful. Ball, Salt Lake side. Eric Sullivan talked about the edges. We'll talk more about that when we get back. Salt Lake, a 4-point lead here in the second set on a 3-0 run, the longest of this set. Salt Lake with a 4-point lead. Plenty of celebs in the house tonight here for the Salt Lake Championship.
Julie Fouting, Abby Wambach, all-time leader in U.S. gold, World Cup, Olympic golds. We got Peter Holt, part of the Love Austin ownership group. Of course, Jermaine O'Neal, a 6-time NBA All-Star and dad of Asia O'Neal.
And Reggie Bush, hello. Yes, that is him. He is fully invested into volleyball, part of Salt Lake's ownership. Issa Rae is also here. Cameron Irwin interviewed her before, said that she is amazing to talk to. Everyone trying to get in on the volleyball court side. We are here for it.
So special for our sport. Sold out crowd here in Long Beach. All the stars are out. What a fun moment for these athletes to get to try to win a championship in front of all the celebs.
Alexa Gray iced by the time off the court, but she's leading the gym in kills. She is 10. Serena Gray and Madison Skinner are the next up with 5.
And Jordan Poulter in this row, if she can, she's going to try, I would imagine, to get the ball to Serena Gray.
As she does, Jordan Poulter going right to Serena Gray. It's like she heard you. Took your advice somehow.
As a setter, you're trying to play percentages. So what's working in the season? Who's your best hitter in each rotation? You kind of know on a good pass what's best going to work. On a medium pass, Carly Lloyd. On the other side right now, likely going to use Madison Skinner or Logan Eggleston.
Wait. Yeah. Yes, Claire! Grab it, Haley! Come on!
Logan Eggleston putting that ball perfectly on the line.
Oh.
She is also
Wow.
mic'd up tonight, so we are able to hear exactly what she is saying.
I'm excited for that one. Her teammates said, you know, she likes to talk a little crap. She gets a little in there and makes it fun for her and tends to help her play better.
Casanova staring down Eggleston after that one.
Oh.
Hitting in Eggleston's hands, but getting the tool. So back and forth fight right now on that side of the net.
Heidi Casanova from Cuba talked about what it meant for her to play in a country in the U.S. where she gets to connect with where other Cubans live and what that means to her, how special it is. She's excited to represent them tonight.
Huge dig by Alexa Gray. Back to Eggleston again from Inoue. Tori Dixon getting the block, but does it land in? It lands out. Eggleston has tooled Dixon twice now, making the ball go the opposite way of the court. That just shows how hard Eggleston hits.
And Eggleston, a physical athlete, is going up and over, and Tori Dixon more known for these little plays she makes than being a huge blocker.
Alexa Gray getting the kill, but doing an almost reset with her approach.
I don't think she was expecting that one, and sometimes you got to adjust to the moment, as these teams have all season long. Little hop and a skip over to get a kill.
It's just that easy as she makes it look. Banks into the hands of Dixon. Oh, Carly Lloyd was going to take the second touch. She doesn't look worried about it. Had a change of decision at the last second.
Carly Lloyd bringing a little levity to that moment. It was an awkward play. It always happens as she moves on. Again, one of the most competitive, fierce athletes loves to get after it. She's one of the moms in the league, mom to Storm, who's here tonight with her family.
Molly McCage ending Salt Lake's largest lead of the match. Going in for the one-off, Carly Lloyd, as Asia O'Neal steps back on.
Right, and Bailey Miller back into serve for Austin, number 22. Came in and had a few good runs. Had a nice 4-point, 5-point scoring run for Austin on Thursday. She's been clutch down the stretch for these guys.
Outside to Banks. It's like she's doing a crunch in the air, just coming down on the ball with all that power.
Yeah, when you're hitting, it's like throwing a baseball. You get torque from kind of this wind up through your core. The only difference is you're in the air. You don't have a mound to push off of, but these athletes finding any way to get some power on the ball.
Bailey Miller's now had 2 great digs. Alexa Gray trying to find the edge like Eric Sullivan said she would, but not able to get the hands.
Bailey Miller doing all the things right tonight, serving. A nice dig and an even better keeping it alive from Maddie Banks. Salt Lake unable to execute on a free ball. Typically teams are scoring when they get a free ball over the net.
Bailey Miller was the serving sub going back off, so Molly McCage will come back in. Eric Sullivan said that he wants his team to take risks at the service line. Austin led in aces on Thursday as Maddie Bug, the Stanford alum, comes in to serve. Skinner dropping that ball right in front of Haiti Casanova.
That was a beautiful set by Carly Lloyd and great execution by Madison Skinner. What makes her, again, so unique is her ability to get her feet to the ball. When her feet are there, she can jump straight up, and she hits at such a high contact point. As we see a double sub for Austin, Bria O'Reilly and Julianne Fawcett coming in, number 17. Played at Texas. They do this so that you can have another opposite hitter in the front row, which is typically a better block, and also another offensive weapon as the setter goes in the back row.
Out to Banks. Kojima keeping this one up. Tight ball for Gray, but she's able to make contact coming down, going off Fawcett's hands.
Well, double sub is typical in international volleyball, where you, again, you put the setter in for the opposite, a new opposite in for the starting setter. And we're seeing 3 attackers in the front row, so that's an offensive advantage here for Austin.
O'Reilly finding O'Neal, who pushes that ball too deep.
Typically, the double sub is used as kind of a closer in baseball. You're either trying to come back and get a few points or finish out a set effectively. We're seeing right now some struggle for Bria O'Reilly to find her rhythm.
Hey, let's get relentless with D. We got to start flying around, getting on the ground for those balls. Vince Neary, let's go. On Sereno, right back, we got to take a step into the court, right? She just got on high OT. We can dig some of those balls with our hands, but it's in that 2 seam, right? We got to step into the court there. Hey, leave the line. Let her bounce that thing on the line. Hey, here we go.
Digs on both sides. You can hear the captain of Salt Lake, Jordan Poulter, directing the offense the entire time.
I feel like I got to work out watching that as we see
Salt Lake is challenging floor touch mid-rally.
Look at these athletes flying around, doing whatever it takes. Austin trying to fight their way back in here to set 2. Salt Lake challenging this pancake where it looks like it might have gone down. For this to be effective, you got to get your whole hand under it. And I think she got about half that ball. That's definitely down on the floor. Although I do commend the effort.
You mentioned flying around. Austin head coach Eric Sullivan in that timeout said fly around and try and dig everything you can, and you just saw a great rally.
Grab it! Grab it! Grab it! Tip! Tip! Yes, Lex! Right here, right here, right here!
Alexa Gray, Jordan Poulter, again, mic'd up. You're hearing her direct traffic.
So many defensive plays by Jordan Poulter tonight. As you can hear her, as you said, Shelby, telling every athlete, hey, go here, do this. These setters like the quarterback. You're running, you're deciding who to give the ball to on every play, and you're responsible for the offense.
Jordan Poulter is leading Salt Lake in digs with 7. Maddie Banks getting that ball on the edges, like Eric Sullivan said.
Carly Lloyd back in for Austin right now. Double sub, not quite effective. They lost 1 point in that substitution, but worth a try when you're fighting and clawing, trying to get back into the set. Eric Sullivan's looking for any solution to help his team right now.
Casanova tipping over the block foot, what she was trying to do, but Eggleston blocks it on her way down.
Just keeps going up. Logan Eggleston battling her way, battling gravity to stay up to get that thing. Nice play by her.
So Alexa Gray's action at the service line. And that ball goes back to Austin's side. Salt Lake not too far to go to take this second set. Austin has a good amount of work to do.
Neither team has had an ace tonight. And Austin is passing better, but hitting less efficiently. So that's points to kind of the setting hitter rhythm that they're in. Maybe why Eric Sullivan made a change there.
Great up from Skinner, keeping this play alive. High ball to Hoffman, getting the high hands. Another up from Skinner. She's blocking these high balls from going out. Alexa Gray. Wide into Logan Eggleston's hands. Eggleston giving the tongue out. She's loving that block.
Oh man, those long rallies are so fun. International volleyball, these big time digs, and you're just trying to get a swing for one of your outside hitters. You can feel the momentum in these kind of matches, especially with everything on the line. These huge digs, the swell of the stadium, the crowd loves it, and there's all this energy around a transition attack. And when you get it or don't, it's a huge momentum moment.
Textbook play between Jordan Poulter and Serena Gray.
Just like clockwork, that's such a pretty hit to watch. And setting the quick, what makes Serena Gray unique is that she jumps so high, but also hits really fast. So it's just hard to defend. Usually the blocker's still going up by the time the ball's going past their arm.
Eggleston with the 3-option pass. Overpass to Carly Lloyd, who gets blocked. But Tori Dixon again getting tooled. Salt Lake again still not able to get to set point right here.
Carly Lloyd's such a competitor. Her teammates talked about the intensity and the focus that she brings. She makes everyone around her better. Started weight training at age 8, running hill sprints, so she likes to get after it and compete.
This time Casanova hitting into Eggleston's hands, forcing Eggleston to block that ball out. Austin, that 1 point was within 2 points this set at 19-15, 17, excuse me. The cage able to make contact off the hands.
Both offenses are at their best when they're running through the middle of the court, either setting the middle attacker in the front row or the back row bick, which again is that back row attack in the middle. It's kind of like running your offense in basketball through the post. If you do that, then everything else is open.
Eric Sullivan dodging that one from Alexa Gray. As he said, she's been going for the edges.
Right now, Salt Lake trying to close out set 2. Michiro taking a little pause, wants to gather her team right now.
Okay, yeah, Logan's serving. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Claire.
Katie, if she needs to, if it's bad rhythm on the D, could get her
Skinner can take her out.
Okay, nice pass. Keep talking passers. Give us time. Hitters, run that route hard. Come on. Right here, let's go. Go, mate. Pass first. Pass first. Sorry. Yeah, be ready for it. Payson.
Jordan Poulter, the quarterback of this team, telling Tori, hey, run a gap and be ready for it. I'm looking for you. And we heard Tama Miyashiro talking with technical coordinator Will McDonald. So he's taking stats on every touch possible here, what might happen in the next rotation. And they have a conversation. Thomas synthesizes it. Decides to tell her team one thing.
Set point for Salt Lake as Tori Dixon closes this one out, and we're
hard because that what brings out your greatest volleyball. Both of these teams have known this all season long.
Set 3 starting off here with a hit from Maddie Banks. See the difference in kills. Austin does not have near as much offense so far as Salt Lake does, as Jordan Poulter goes to the service line.
Austin starting off in rotation 4, which is their lowest scoring side out. So it's a risky move. Wondering if Eric Sullivan's trying to get a different matchup to shake things up for his team.
Casanova rolling this one to Eggleston. Skinner making do what she can with that set. Big swing, Alexa Gray. 15 kills on the match so far. No other hitter is in double digits.
She had an almost record night Thursday. She's in a really good rhythm. I asked her, hey, how do you manage these moments as an athlete? And she said, I just try to keep it the same. I do what I do. I don't get too high or too low. And it's one unique quality about her is her composure, no matter what's happening around her.
Casanova sending that slide from O'Neill back to Austin. Poulter sliding for this dig. A lot of digs from Salt Lake side, leading to Casanova's hit off Asia O'Neill's block.
Nice shot by 33 Casanova. Wasn't quite in rhythm enough for her to hit a full speed shot. She takes a little off, just tries to get the block in trouble, and that's a veteran move by Casanova.
Jordan Poulter has 12 digs. To put that into perspective, Kojima Libera of the Year has just 6. Make that 7. Gray tipping over right in the middle of the court. Jordan Poulter continues to bring the defense as well for Salt Lake.
Tama Miyashiro telling her team what to look out for defensively. And again, Salt Lake right now taking advantage of Austin starting in their least effective row. And this is exactly what Miyashiro wants for Salt Lake.
Kojima finding Casanova. Did she get the high hands? O'Neill giving the finger wag that she did in. It's going to be Austin's ball.
Miyashiro challenging that one, thinking they may have gotten
the original
touch.
call on the floor was no block touch. Salt Lake is challenging for a block touch.
Courtney, what does our two-time Olympic medalist analyst think of this one? Was there a touch?
I think it might have. No,
I don't think
that's
so.
going over.
O'Neill's white fingernails do not move at all. Maddie Banks at the service line. Quick reflexes from Eggleston, but ball not able to be kept alive.
Again, Serena Gray, one of the most efficient attackers. A little barbecue volleyball, a little ping pong here. Austin working hard, but I'm unable to get it back over the net. Anything goes in volleyball. You can hit your foot and stay up. You can hit your head. That also counts as long as it stays off the ground.
The
It's
crowd
live.
always goes wild with a foot dig. We have not seen one yet. Banks out to Eggleston, going down the line. That's a hitting error, though, so Salt Lake's going to get this one.
Tough miss with just one blocker up there right now. Austin a little bit out of sorts. Not getting high-quality swings. Again, they're passing better than Salt Lake right now, but hitting less efficient. So this substitution by Coach Sullivan putting Bri O'Reilly, another really great setter. She started the season up until a few weeks ago when Carly Lloyd made the change.
Bri O'Reilly is number 6 in assists in the lead. Eric Sullivan trying to change up the mojo right now for Austin.
Yeah, both setters really physical. Bri O'Reilly from Canada was one match away from helping her team qualify for the Paris Olympics. Just missed out, but she's a great setter. A little bit softer in demeanor. Less fiery in some ways, but just consistent. A great teammate. Both she and Carly Lloyd are great friends and supportive of each other, just trying to find a way to help their team win no matter what.
So Poulter is back row, and she jumps sending that ball over. When she's back row, she cannot jump if she sends the ball on the other side. Has to say on Salt Lake side. Into the block, Molly McCage stuffing Claire Hoffman.
Huge stuff by number 5, Molly McCage. Just up and over. It's not always how high you get, it's how far over the net you get in. Always nice when you can do both, like Molly McCage.
Serena Gray, perfect contact with Jordan Poulter. And looking at Jordan Poulter, she's actually added a leg wrap since we last saw her in the second set, and she has gone through a lot in her career. She tore her ACL, MCL, PCL, and meniscus all in one play in 2022, was out a year and a half, and was cleared a week before the 2024 Olympics.
Unbelievable comeback, and she made the Olympic roster without playing a full match until she was there. The coaching staff didn't even know if she could make it as a comeback.
For more on Jordan Poulter, let's go to Cameron Irwin.
I had a chance to catch up with Jordan, speaking of that process of recovery, and she talked about having to create some new skill sets. Watching the platform was priority number 1 for her. So she actually spent time with Tama Miyashiro, having Tama's platform give some different angles so that it allowed her to get a quicker read, so it forced her faster to the ball. So again, she had to be so solid in multiple types of footwork, and she's gonna have to do so even now with the leg wrap.
That's right, and something I learned in talking to Jordan is it actually takes like 2 to 3 years when you rupture that much structurally in your knee to get back to being, you know, where you were before the injury. And she's worked so hard, is again one of the fiercest competitors out here, one of the toughest athletes I've ever met.
As we see Logan Eggleston go off the arms of Jordan Poulter.
Of course, we've got a lot of aspiring Olympians as well. Logan Eggleston, one of them, hoping to make a run for the LA team, led by Coach Eric Sullivan, of course.
A lot of movement from the net. Banks on the outside, right off the hands. Yeah, talking to Eric Sullivan, since the USA team trains in Anaheim, I asked him today, so when do you come back? He said, I don't come back. I stay here. I'm not going back to Austin. I go from one season to the next. He is locked in for volleyball. Poulter out to Claire Hoffman, getting the touch and beating out anyway in the back.
So cool to see both these teams just playing at this level, making it to the finals. For Coach Sullivan and Coach Miyashiro, it's the first ever final that they've been in as head coaches. Of course, Tama Miyashiro was an athlete in the London Olympics, a coach when their team won in Tokyo and in Paris, winning the silver. But it's different when you're the head coach.
Your former teammates of Tama Miyashiro won silver in the 2012 Olympics.
So I asked her, hey, how does it felt so far? And she said, it's been good. We're just trying to play good volleyball 1 point at a time. And those golden sets get a little spicy for everybody out there, which is pretty fun.
Both these teams got to the finals, getting past the golden set. For Austin, they beat Atlanta. Salt Lake took down Houston, the winningest team in the regular season.
Again, great rotation for Austin here. I'd expect Bria O'Reilly to try to find Skinner or maybe Asia O'Neal on a perfect pass.
Bria O'Reilly chasing that ball down for Banks. Gray getting the touch at the block. Eggleston not able to cut it off from the back row.
So a kill in transition is any kill you get off of a dig. So if someone's hitting at you, you get it up, that's a dig. And when you're doing that in volleyball, getting transition kills, it's so much momentum. The crowd feels it, they feed off of it, and you get more and more aggressive. And we're seeing that from Salt Lake right now.
Austin out of sorts right now, taking their time resetting in the huddle. Salt Lake looking
set because her left arm's up there so much, she can hang in the air. Just a joy to watch.
Salt Lake has not trailed this set at all. Austin got it within 1 point at 9-8. Asia O'Neal chipping away with her block.
And Austin right now, you're just trying to get back to doing what you do best. So serving tough and blocking, and that's how you're gonna get your team back in this thing, is making a simple read and getting over. Asia O'Neal loving that for Austin. They gotta make a push here.
Skinner serving Alexa Gray. Tight ball for Banks, and it's sent over by Inoue.
Uncharacteristic miss from Inoue, number 15 for Austin. Her ball control is one thing that really sets her apart. We saw a few of these uncanny errors the other night from Austin.
Banks getting that touch. We saw a lot of errors from Austin on Thursday, going too wide. Eric Sullivan said, we're trying to find the edges, trying to go down the line, but use the block in our favor to get a touch. Great example by Mighty Banks on that swing. Serena Gray. Inoue keeping this ball alive, but that second touch again being sent over by Austin.
Eric Sullivan telling his team, hey, we're all right, we're all right. It's hard to play with this sense of urgency, and you want to fight, and you're in the finals. Everything matters. You know what's on the line, and you make these plays that you miss on ones that you normally have that are pretty, quote unquote, easy plays. It's deflating. So can they get back to good here?
Skinner quite literally flying in from the back row, attacking that ball at the big.
One way to get back to good, just hit the crap out of the ball. Number 6, Madison Skinner, always good down the stretch. Zoe Jarvis, number 10, in for Austin. Fellow Longhorn, started her career at UCLA, but transferred to Texas.
Serena Gray in the net, and earlier we saw Madison Skinner's vertical. To be exact, that's a 40-inch vertical. 40.
Just ridiculously high. She can dunk.
She can smack 3 Bebos stacked on one another.
That's right.
Casanova going off the block. Jarvis keeping this ball alive. Serena Gray ending that rally, getting the touch for Salt Lake.
Huge play by Salt Lake on that one. A transition dig off the net. Jordan Poulter goes off one leg and flings that into Serena Gray. And you know you're rolling when you're setting quicks in transition. So off a dig, if you're able to get kills in the middle of the court, you are rolling as an offense.
Skinner with the tight ball again. The second touches right now, Courtney, from Austin are just being sent over the net. What do they need to change?
Yeah, especially on this side. And one of the things of playing in a big stadium is you're looking up at a high dig. You have no relation to where the net is, and that's a little bit unique. We've seen it from both sides, but right now Austin has got to find a way to be conservative, keep the ball high and off the net.
Logan Eggleston looking mad with that hit off Casanova's hand.
Or just set perfectly, like that one from Bria O'Reilly. Huge swing by number 33. As you can see the intensity in their eyes. Everything on the line tonight for both teams.
Molly McCage bringing the energy. shoving that ball back in Casanova's face. Let's bring in Cameron Irwin for more.
Shelby, Courtney, you both were talking about the out-of-system sets for Logan Eggleston. I actually caught up with her, and she told me something a bit surprising, saying she actually likes the out-of-system sets high and tight to the net. She wants to be brave on those transition balls. She wants to be physical. She also said it's important I pay attention and utilize the tip when it's available. Guys?
Thanks so much, Cameron. This ball off the net for Logan, but she goes into Dixon's block. She still swings pretty brave, but Dixon able to handle that one.
Right, Troy Dixon, a veteran, just so good at making these little plays here and there. A veteran middle sees the game so well, and they have just this intuition of where to go as a blocker.
Ball kept alive from that big swing from McCage. McCage gets redemption, and Salt Lake continues to dig her. Skinner finding that corner wide open.
That's some good volleyball right there. Some clean hits, 2 amazing digs. Salt Lake trying to take Madison Skinner out of that by throwing the tip to her. She plays the first ball, transitions, and ends that rally with a big kill. Welcome to the championship, Shelby. Let's go.
Welcome back for Austin. Going for their second in a row, 2 for 2 for Love history. Banks off the hands. Claire Hoffman hitting the ball out. She was hoping she got a hand touch.
And here's setter Jordan Poulter telling her, hey, high, swing high at those hands.
The original
Misses
call
a
on the
little bit
floor
high.
was no block touch. Salt Lake is challenging for a block touch.
Tamamia Shiro was looking at her bench, asking, do I take the challenge? What did you see? Was there a block touch from Claire Hoffman? It looks like there might be.
I don't know if I see it. I think it's pretty clean.
This view shows no touch from my view. All right, so it's Austin's point. Claire Hoffman not able to get the touch. Tamamia Shiro didn't look positive to take it. She looked at her bench asking if they should take it.
I'm Jordan. I'm going to Alexa Gray in the back row right now. Huge point for Salt Lake.
Let's see where Poulter goes. Wait. Back row, Casanova. Bria O'Reilly sticking the fist out, sending that ball into the crowd.
That is a big time point for Salt Lake. As Austin, you get them in trouble out of system. They can only set one person. You know where it's going, and you're unable to take advantage. Tough play for Austin.
Tori Dixon trying to swipe that ball over the net, but not able to cross the plane. Austin getting lucky on that error.
And right back, a tough play for Salt Lake. That's almost a gimme, but again, sometimes when that ball's coming right at you as an overpass, it's hard to gauge the timing. Catches Dixon by surprise there. Bailey Miller back in to serve for Austin.
Poulter going right to Dixon, giving her redemption on the offense. Dixon getting the kill.
That's a solid setter move right there. One of your veterans makes an error, kind of an easy play. You want to give her confidence, say, hey, we're in this thing. Let me get it back to you. Great choice by Jordan Poulter. And right now, Bria O'Reilly trying to keep her team in it here in set 3. They're down 2. I'd expect her to find Madison Skinner.
Short serve to Eggleston. Finding Skinner, like you said, Courtney, but it's kept alive from Salt Lake's defense. Alexa Gray taking the deep miss. Austin does not have any hitters in double digits yet. Alexa Gray has 17 kills, Serena Gray has 10, and Casanova has 11. Meanwhile, Skinner at the service line leads Austin with 9. Service error for Madison Skinner.
Right now, Bria O'Reilly's in row 4. They've got the slide queen and Asia O'Neal. Always a good option.
Slide queen coming in, but set just a little too high for O'Neal.
And the timing's been off for Austin so far, and Eric Sullivan tried to solve that, putting Brie O'Reilly in for Carly Lloyd, but still these little misses.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good pass. What? They're serving in one. Jordan, yeah. Yeah, hey, Jordan's serving there, so let's get set up quick. Maybe watch the short. She's mostly been going to 5 and then 3 seams. Right? Hey, let's go. Come on. Let's fucking go. Let's fire it up here. Let's go.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Eric Sullivan fired up, looking to get his team going. Logan Eggleston has been in many situations of pressure with Eric Sullivan, dating back from their time at University of Texas. She has a national championship with him as the associate head coach. Madison Skinner has 2 with him. Oh, just complete miscommunication. You can hear Skinner yelling, "Come on," as she realizes the ball is going behind her head.
Looks like she might have been a little fast on that one. Her approach a little bit early. It's always hard when you're off timing-wise. And then you both make another adjustment and go off even more. So much of this setter-hitter connection is, hey, can we communicate through it and go back to trusting your training?
Back row to Eggleston. Kojima, there she goes again. Perfect dig from Skinner. Back to Eggleston. Asia O'Neal ending the rally with amazing digs from both teams.
Manami Kojima, just such great effort doing what she does. Not quite enough for Salt Lake as Austin finds a way to squeak out a point. They're down 3 here. Can they put pressure starting with the service line? They're gonna need a run to win this set.
Serena Gray finding last-minute contact. Banks not able to keep this ball up. Salt Lake closer to closing this 3rd set.
Salt Lake right now, everything going their way. They're playing solid volleyball, not too high, not too low. They're looking to just keep the gas on, keep the pedal on the gas.
We know what you meant, Courtney.
You know.
Two-time Olympian, she can say whatever she wants. O'Neal on the slide, going off the hands of Salt Lake, putting her at the service line. Watch out for Salt Lake to try and hit at her this rotation. As her parents, Jermaine O'Neal, 6-time NBA All-Star, her beautiful mother, showing support like they always do. They never missed a game in Austin, always courtside. Casanova sending this ball over. Logan Eggleston finding that production for Austin, trying to hold off set point for Salt Lake.
Coach Miyashiro calling a timeout here at the end of set 3.
They changed that one, right? Serve down the line, yeah. Okay, we'll be ready. A little bit of change. Okay, set, perfect. Give us time. Good read, give us time, okay, Claire? Attackers, run that route. You have anything, defense?
Keep an eye on the big receiver.
Hey, keep saying KJ here. Okay, we got you. Let's go.
Last week in Louisville, Love handed out their regular season positional awards presented by Everest. Jordan Larson, again, this was her last season playing, had a 2-decade career. Jordan Thompson, the league MVP, just surrounded by the best of the best. Sonia Tomasevic getting Coach of the Year in her first year, and Manami Kojima, Libero of the Year. We interviewed some Austin players for Media Day coming in, and all of them, including Eric Sullivan, brought up Kojima on their own.
Of course, the GOAT's in the house tonight, the most decorated U.S. Olympian of all time, our 2026 Outside Hitter of the Year, 4-time medalist for Team USA. Helped them win their first gold medal. I got to play with Jordan in the London and Rio Olympics, and an incredible teammate, someone that's a true master of her craft. Fun to see her here tonight.
Bria O'Reilly taking matters into her own hands.
Unconventional, but it works for number 17, Austin. Trying to squeeze out a victory here in set 3, bringing her team back.
Salt Lake at set point. Set ends with a service error from Bria O'Reilly. Salt Lake taking the third set.
Trophy, and one thing performance psychologist Mike Gervais always says, excellence happens in the present moment. For Salt Lake right now, can they play one play at a time, not get ahead of themselves, be in this moment long enough to win this set?
Huge dig by Madison Skinner. Coverage is there, but the second touch goes back to Austin's side. Austin struggling to validate these great plays by little errors.
Yeah, and right now, Jordan Poulter just willing her team. I think she would play on one leg if she had to. She's battled this injury, and along with many other of these pro athletes, and so much is how well you recover day to day to play at this level night in and night out, and she is battling right now.
O'Reilly finding O'Neal. Kojima going for a second dig, not able to get a solid touch off the slide.
The thing about Austin, you know they're not going to go away. They all talked about, hey, we play our best volleyball when our back's against the wall, and this is about as far back to the wall as you can get. I would expect them to come out hot right here in set 4. All of them have been in these positions. They've been down, they've been the underdog, and they found a way to win championships.
Surreal feeling tonight. No matter who wins, the season is over. Just League One's second season. Poulter going out to Alexa Gray. High dig by Banks. Eggleston going for the edges, not able to find a touch. You can see her communicating with Bria O'Reilly after that swing.
We talked about her being a competitor. She said, hey, next ball, let's go. Give me that again, set me again. As a setter, that's what you want from all of your hitters. You want to feel like they want the ball when it matters most.
Back row from Skinner. Jordan Poulter, who leads her team in digs, not able to get that one up.
Just a huge swing. Again, you've got 3 hitters coming at you. Bria O'Reilly's in the front row, but Madison Skinner with that 40-inch vertical flying for the kill.
Another missed serve from Bria O'Reilly. So she's back row setting the next 3 rotations. She cannot jump and set the ball over the net. So we Fleck in the libero jersey. Number 10 in white, getting that serve-receive pass.
Huge swing by Madison Skinner, and this is one thing that makes her so special, is that she has such a knack for knowing where the block is, knowing when to be aggressive. She can get her team out of these hairy spots. Huge swing as she's heating up.
Banks tipping over. Casanova. She's pointing that there was a touch. Tommy Ashiro listens immediately, throwing that red flag. That looks so good.
The original call on the floor was no block touch. Salt Lake is challenging for a block touch.
Haiti trying to go for those edges right now. Ooh!
I didn't think there was a touch.
I don't think she got it, but that is about as close as it gets.
McCage waving, saying she did not touch that ball. Austin has not led since 6-5 of the second set.
They're trying to find solutions.
Salt Lake called out a rotation. Down ref is saying Jordan Poulter was out. That's something we really never see. Tommy Ashiro asking her bench what was happening.
Salt Lake is in rotation 3, but the ref thinks they should be in rotation 4. So we'll see who's right here.
And you guys are
And by rotation 3, if you're looking at Salt Lake right now, in rotation 3, Jordan Poulter would be in left back. In rotation 4, she's going to be in the corner up front. She's going to be front row. Sometimes with all the noise going on, it's hard to remember where you are.
I'm on rotation because she thinks Hades already served and that player's the next server. Oh yeah, we're in 3. I think she's okay. Can we watch it?
The statistician, Will McDonald, is saying, no, this is the right rotation. The ref's calling something else. Looks like they're going to give it a replay. Let's try that again, Shelby, shall we?
Replay it is.
That's a subjective call that you can't challenge.
Upright explaining to Bria O'Reilly what's going on.
Here we go.
Both teams trying to build momentum that was broken from that call. Logan Eggleston, the best server in the league, up. Back to Casanova. Did she get the high hands? Austin is saying she did, and the upright will say she didn't as well.
Casanova typically has been better the quicker the match goes. So if she can stay in this, again, she's going to be that X factor for Salt Lake. And they're going to need her down the stretch if they want to close this out.
Claire Hoffman putting that ball down perfectly at left back.
Claire Hoffman, not known for her offensive kills or being kind of that player to carry the load for Salt Lake, but she's had some huge swings tonight to get Salt Lake out of some tough spots. She is showing up here in this championship.
Still no aces in this match so far. Eggleston. She's hoping she got the touch. Eric Sullivan there, the flag goes. And the upright catches the flag. All right, she throws it back to him.
Love the levity here in the championship. Nice catch, one-handed.
That was good.
That ball was clearly out, but I do think it got the middle blocker.
Call on the floor.
Block touch.
Corey Dixon, yep, look at her.
Block touch.
Pointer
And Austin is challenging for block touch.
Good challenge by Eric Sullivan.
Space here.
He is taking advantage, tossing with his team.
That's medium around.
Eric Sullivan, one of the first liberos for USA men's volleyball. Of course, opposing coach Tama Miyashiro, also a libero for the USA team. But these two don't say a lot, but they are competitive coaches, athletes at one point. They know what it feels like to be in these moments.
Oh, what a kill. Claire Hoffman. Logan Eggleston was in the right spot, but that ball flies into the crowd.
That was coming in hot from 21, Claire Hoffman.
That would hurt any other person's platform. Casanova with the dig. Alexa Gray going into Skinner's hands for the kill.
Nice transition kill for Salt Lake. And one thing you see, it's a little different with Bria O'Reilly than Carly Lloyd, is her release. When she's set, she carries it a little longer, and the timing is different. Carly Lloyd's ball comes out really fast. And we're seeing that maybe affecting the hitters right now.
Eggleston waits for Bria O'Reilly to get the second ball. Banks up against a huge block, perfectly placed by Tori Dixon.
And this crowd right now is loving it as Salt Lake's starting to heat up. You can feel the momentum going their way. Of course, anything can happen. Austin only down one here, but trying to find their rhythm in set 4.
Skinner ISO situation. And again, looking for the line, but not able to find the shot or get a touch on the block.
It's hard as a team when you're battling to be in it and you get a good look and then you make an unforced error. It's deflating. But if I'm Bria, I'm going back to Maddie Skinner.
What a pass from Jarvis. Kojima, there she goes again. Good up by Eggleston. Free ball for Salt Lake. Where does Jordan Poulter go? It's an overpass, but it somehow works out for Salt Lake. Out of Consistent play right there, but Salt Lake takes the point. 5-0 for Salt Lake.
Timeout, Austin. They're trying to find a solution.
Again, we got to clean up our side, right? A ton of it is on our side. We got to clean it up. Simple as that, right? We're creating opportunities, and then the second contact, third contact is getting us in trouble, right? We just got to play better volleyball, right? Stay connected here. Keep fighting. Stop worrying about anything else. It's the next point, right? The next point that matters here. Let's go.
Let's go, now. Good, go with the ball, Maddie. High with the ball. Yes.
So if Salt Lake takes this set, they take it off. The League One 2026 title goes to their side. Austin has to win this set in order to stay alive and eventually go to the golden set or give them more of a chance to. Banks sending this ball over. Dixon right off the platform of Eggleston.
And Tori Dixon not getting the most sets in the world, but taking advantage tonight with 5 kills. Just a steady presence for Salt Lake, making all these little plays, showing up as you would expect a veteran.
Alexa Gray off Asia O'Neal. Jarvis, another second touch set over the net. You heard Eric Sullivan say there's some sloppiness coming from our side that has to clean up. Logan Eggleston taking over the huddle.
And cleaning up, he's just saying, hey, let's get back to playing our volleyball. Let's put our focus on what we can control, making the plays we make every single day. We're seeing some uncharacteristic errors from Austin. It happens in a final. You're pressing too, you're down, you're trying to come back. Everything's on the line. Sometimes you try too hard.
Maddie Banks ending the 7-0 run of Salt Lake. That was the longest run of the match. She does not look worried at all.
Such a steady athlete. Again, she played in Nebraska. She's used to these big matches. She was in the finals last season with Love Nebraska, and she wants to make a statement and win her first title.
Banks was an All-American at Nebraska, Big Ten Freshman of the Year. Coulter back to Casanova. Was there a touch? No. Austin getting this ball.
And if I'm Jordan in this rotation, I'm thinking, let's get it to Alexa Gray. We don't want this to be a run for Austin. We're up 3, let's stay on top. I'm going to my go-to hitter.
Service error from Austin. No aces yet. Kills from Austin. Salt Lake has 55. Salt Lake with a 4-point lead. Courtney, what does Austin need to change to take it to the golden set?
They got to dig deep right now. This is what it's all about. This is what you train for. And no one's won a championship without being in a ton of challenge. So if you can rise up to that moment, bring some urgency without being reckless, that's what they need. And Salt Lake right now, you can feel the swell, but you try to stay under it, try to stay focused 1 point at a time to close out your first championship.
Banks, did she get the touch? She gets the kill. Maddie Banks continues to be the clutch player here in the 4th set for Austin.
We talk about mental toughness, and it comes down to, can you be you in any moment? Regardless of what's going on, can you execute what you've trained every single day? So far, Salt Lake having the advantage tonight.
Eggleston slamming that ball line, and she gets the kill. Eggleston, her 10th kill of the match so far.
Logan Eggleston said, hey, no matter how far out we were, we knew we would be in the finals. This is where we're meant to be. And I bet she's thinking the same about a golden set right now.
Alexa Gray silencing the crowd, slamming that ball right down the line, right on Maddie Banks.
Playoffs. That's how you show up in a moment, doing what you do best. Crowd loving that. Alexa Gray, the leader of this Salt Lake offense.
Alexa Gray looking like a bully on that one. Jeez. O'Reilly out to O'Neal. O'Neal hoping she gets the touch. Up breath agrees. Kill for O'Neal.
Asia O'Neal has the chance to make a run here. She's a great server when she keeps it in, can put a lot of pressure on Salt Lake's offense. Molly McCage coming in hungry in the front.
Gray off the net. Asia O'Neal, the middle blocker, stepping in for the dig. Casanova. Good read by setter Bria O'Reilly. Strong second touch from Austin. O'Neal, back-to-back digs, but that second touch, little too tight. No one loves a dig more than a middle blocker.
Man, and that is the story of Austin's night. They're making great plays, and then they just find a way to miss hit. They don't quite take advantage of two incredible digs by Asia O'Neal.
All that training Cameron Irwin told us about with Asia O'Neal paying off in the back row as well. Alexa Gray up to serve. Gray has 19 kills. Eggleston putting that ball on Kojima, making Manami look frustrated.
Manami, one of the most disciplined athletes on Salt Lake. Tamamishiro talks about how incredible her habits are day in and day out. And that's what allows you to find freedom, the joy in the hard moments on the world stage like we're here in Long Beach.
Casanova off the net. Jarvis finding Skinner. Cuts the ball. Kill for Maddie Skinner, her 12th one of the match.
And Austin is absolutely right back in this thing. You got Madison Skinner in the front row for the next 3 rotations. If Bria O'Reilly can put some pressure on Salt Lake with the serve, they could be right back in this.
Coulter putting the ball right in Serena Gray's hands, but it's an error. Momentum starting to go Austin's way. Tama Miyashiro calling a timeout for Salt Lake. Let's listen in.
Jordan Poulter telling Serena Gray, actually run the gap here, which means Serena Gray is going to run in between Madison Skinner and Molly McCage, something they haven't run tonight.
Out to Hoffman. Jarvis getting under the ball. Skinner cutting that ball perfectly, avoiding the block and the defense at the back.
Austin heating up Madison Skinner. Watch her feet on this play. She gets to this inside ball and is able to hit line, which is just a world-class swing. One reason she's got a big-time chance to make the LA Olympic team.
Overpass, Eggleston. Shoving that ball right in Salt Lake's face.
And this was a tactic Austin wanted to come in with Thursday. It wasn't effective, but you see him serving short here, putting more pressure on players that don't usually pass the first ball. Mixing up the depth.
Hoffman tipping through Skinner's hands, but it's out. Momentum starting to go Austin's way.
And we talked about Austin. You got Maddie Skinner in the front row. If Bria O'Reilly can put some pressure serving, and she's doing as such, this is when Austin typically takes off.
Poulter to Serena Gray. Zoe Jarvis, there she goes with the dig. Eggleston looking for the edge, but taking the hitting error.
Salt Lake able to weather the storm, got away with one there. Eggleston missing, and Maddie Haynes in to serve. She put up some amazing service runs in the semifinals versus Houston. Number 4 for Salt Lake.
Miss serve for Haynes. Austin, ability to lead right here. Logan Eggleston at the service line. So bad news for Salt Lake. She is the best server in League One this season. Tama Miyashiro getting her team ready for this serve.
I'd expect Jordan to find Alexa in the back row here.
Miss serve by Eggleston.
Big time side out, as you said, Shelby. The best server and not great rotation for Salt Lake City. And Salt Lake trying to weather this push by Austin. One of the best teams when it gets tight is Love Austin. We can see it right now.
Jordan Poulter front row. McCage bringing the high for Austin.
Such a veteran, making big time plays for her team down the stretch as Bailey Miller, 22, comes back in for Austin. Gonna serve in between Alexa and Claire, see if she can get them off the net and in trouble.
High ball to Hoffman. Eggleston taking the set.
Yes, go, Haiti, go, Haiti, go.
Statement block by Asia O'Neal. You can hear Salt Lake Jordan Poulter telling Haiti to go. Then seeing that block and saying, oh yeah,
Good
O'Neal
night.
got you.
Good night.
Austin at the red zone, that 20-point mark. This is the largest lead of the set. Again, Austin has to win this set in order to keep this match going. If Salt Lake wins this set, they win the championship. Overpass from Austin, but they keep it up. Banks into the block. O'Reilly not able to cover this one. Salt Lake punching back.
Salt Lake down 2, but 6 points away from their first championship if they can find a way to pull out this set. Alexa Gray comes back into the front row, the leading killer for Salt Lake. This is a good 3 rotations with their best attacker up front.
Come on, Tori! Tori!
Skinner. Everything going Austin's way right now.
You can feel the pressure in the building. Haiti Casanova sets that one over, a play she typically makes. And can Salt Lake find their rhythm and start getting their composure back as Austin is absolutely heating up.
Maddie Banks, again, finding the edges like Eric Sullivan said, using the block in her favor.
And Austin playing with all the confidence right now, and that is why volleyball is so fun. It's such a game of momentum. Austin trying to keep their season alive.
Yes, Lex!
Alexa Gray off the hands. Skinner, back row attack, great coverage from Bree O'Reilly.
But not last night. That's unreal, by the way. That's unreal.
Eric Sullivan thinking Alexa played that twice in a row, frustrated with the uprights, but quickly moves on.
Sets up, come on, sets up. Yeah. Yes!
Eggleston stuffed straight down by Serena Gray. Another ISO block from Gray.
Huge stuff by number 11, Serena Gray, making this read on a play that Austin hasn't made too much tonight, stays disciplined, and just like that, Salt Lake is right back in it.
4 former Longhorns are on the court right now for Austin. These played with each other for many years with Jarvis back as libero. Great save for Salt Lake. Free ball over. Oh. Asia O'Neal with the kill, going right for Tori Dixon. Here's a slow-mo replay, Courtney.
This is about as tough as it gets. Asia O'Neal just getting Tori Dixon right in the head on that one. Look at her locked in. That's what it's all about. Both teams feeling the nerves, and this is why the finals are so fun. This is why anything can happen. These moments are everything you want as an athlete.
If Salt Lake wins this set, it's over. Austin has to win to take it to 5. Bria O'Reilly's had so many battles at the net. Salt Lake just 1 point behind Austin. Austin fighting to get to set point. Salt Lake has led by as many as 5 points this set.
Let's go this way!
Jordan Poulter, back row setting the next 3 rotations.
Come on!
What about from Jarvis? Banks sends it over though. Can she chase it down? Skinner does. It's kept alive. Oh my gosh, Sten. Oh my gosh. Erupting here in Long Beach. What a save from Skinner. The focus from Bria O'Reilly, then finally Eggleston edging that point. The crowd is on their feet. McCage's back in at the front. Set point for Austin. They're trying to take this to 5. O'Neal, another dig from the middle. Skinner, back row to her. Slammed off.
Anything can happen. Every touch matters. This is what it's all about.
We're only going to 15 points here in the 5th set. Tight pass from Eggleston. And she's able to cut that ball. First kill goes to Austin.
And as an athlete, you're just trying to get back to executing one play at a time, staying in rhythm, staying out of any narrative of what the score is waiting to do, just winning 1 point at a time.
Bria O'Reilly continues to stay Austin's setter. And Jarvis in the libero jersey for Austin. Alexa Gray getting production of her own early in the 5th here.
You'd expect both sides to go to their go-to hitters as the set goes on more and more. Right now, Austin in rotation 1, 3 of their best attackers in the front.
3-option pass from Banks. Eggleston getting the kill off the tip. It's called a double on Poulter.
Great set by Bria O'Reilly. Gets Logan Eggleston a 1-on-1. Puts a lot of pressure on Salt Lake right now.
So Poulter lifted that ball. Ball was going behind her head. Deep flow from Eggleston. Alexa Gray, 21 kills so far here in the match.
Huge swing. Everyone knew it was going to Alexa Gray, and she goes up and over a very well-formed, huge block in Austin. Big-time set out for Salt Lake. And Bria O'Reilly here, I'd expect to get Skinner going on the opposite.
Jordan Poulter, deep float to Banks. Skinner, off Kojima. Skinner putting libero of the year on her back.
Jeez. Huge swing. Also, Bria O'Reilly getting no blockers up against the go-to hitter. I don't know how you leave that wide open. Maybe a mental error by Salt Lake.
Bailey Miller in the serve for Austin. Serena Gray. Bria O'Reilly, her defense has really shown up when she's been called to it. Back to Casanova. Eggleston, perfect dig. Kojima.
Wow.
Matches Eggleston's defense. That ball's down. MVP of the play, Manami Kojima,
Wow.
16 in white.
Look at this dig by Manami Kojima. Just absolutely flying through the air. Someone get her a cape. You can see the relief and also the focus on the next play. This is an athlete that has given everything to this sport, everything to this team.
Kojima made her debut on the Japan national team in 2022. Hasn't looked back since. O'Neal into the block, but it's kept alive from Eggleston. Kojima again. Alexa Gray, kill, offsetter Brie O'Reilly.
Huge swing in transition, a great dig, another great dig by Manami Kojima. And Brie O'Reilly looking probably to find Asia O'Neal here.
Eggleston using the block as her friend tooling opposite side of the court.
Fifth set in the Love final. This is what it's all about. How fun for these athletes and these fans.
Skinner, not able to get the ace, but ball's kept alive from O'Neal. Maddie Banks going off the hands after that epic save from Madison Skinner.
Wow, what a play by Skinner. Look at this effort. She's running off the court, trying to put it somewhere where somebody can go take an aggressive swing. And who else is gonna help her out is her best friend on the team, Maddie Banks.
Coulter to Serena Gray. No Austin player anywhere near touching that swing.
Woo! That is a clean side out. Virtually unstoppable. Hitting that high is Serena Gray.
Sorry.
Slide from O'Neal. Finding one of her best friends, Serena Gray. She said she's not my friend here in the finals.
Asia O'Neal, the slide queen, doing everything for Austin to keep them in this. Showing up for her team, making plays down the stretch.
Serena Gray resting the next 3 rotations. Right by Haley Washington, the gold Olympic medalist who's been working with Gray this whole season.
Line here.
Banks. Claire Hoffman, cut shot right in between Jarvis and Eggleston.
Wow, huge swing. This is a swing 4-4. You don't see very often from Claire Hoffman, and she absolutely crushes that ball inside Asia O'Neal's hands. Of course, cool as a cucumber, as always.
Cool as a cucumber. Maddie Bug, 3-time All-American at Stanford, and overpass.
Yes! No!
Skinner keeps it alive somehow again. Block kept up by Salt Lake. The crowd's loving these digs.
The defense by Austin right now. You can just feel how hard each side's working.
There's been 6 ties and 3 lead changes already here in the 5th set, and we're not even at double digits yet. That's the game face of Jordan Poulter.
Wait. Ready.
You hear Jordan Poulter talking to Dixon to wait on the block. But Eggleston able to beat them out on the front.
She kind of hangs in the air, waits for that, and just rips it line. One of her best shots. Jordan Poulter right now in a tough rotation. I wouldn't be surprised to see her find Alexa Gray or Claire Hoffman, who's hot right now.
Yep. Line.
Brie O'Reilly has had so many battles at the net, and she has not backed down from one.
She's playing great right now. She came in, took a minute to find her rhythm, but she's settled in and has been a difference maker for Austin tonight. What a competitor, keeping her composure.
Brie O'Reilly been on the Canadian national team since 2019. Made every Canadian VML roster since 2021.
Yes.
Blocked. Molly McCage. Statement frontline defense.
This is Austin at their best. They're serving tough. Salt Lake has one option, and then they put up this absolute wall. Look at that emotion. Come on.
You love the flex.
Watch it drop! Watch it drop! Yes.
Hoffman back into McCage. Dumped over Jordan Poulter. The peripheral vision taking full advantage of that middle of the court.
The off speed, we haven't seen it all night, but that's what an intuitive setter does. She feels the moment. The intensity in her eyes does whatever it takes.
Jordan Poulter stays in whatever it takes. Left leg wrapped up, and she's still going at it. McCage on the slide. Austin blocked, not touching the ball, but that's forcing Gray to swing and going out.
Just misses. Incredible dig by Minami Kojima. And Austin starting to pull away. If this is where they went in set 4 with Brie O'Reilly serving on a run, Salt Lake needs a side out here.
Momentum seems to be on Austin's side. Plays we have seen all year from her, and the defense from Salt Lake is on fire, but they're forced to call a timeout.
We got you. Okay, what do you guys got? Okay. Okay. What do you got?
They're in one. Just overfeeding Skinner right now.
Yeah. Skinner. Yeah. We're gonna get a side out here. Run your run hard. If we need to slow it down for a better swing, slow it down. And we need everyone covering. Okay, block deep. Make a big move. Get over. Come on. Go, Lake. Go, Lake. It's open. Middle back is deep. Here we go. Come on.
The gravity of these moments, it always comes down to just making the simple play. Can we side out, give yourself time?
Yep.
Short serve from O'Reilly. Tip back over. Does Jarvis keep it up? Ball not able to go back on Salt Lake's side. Salt Lake looking confident. Both sides are playing like the pressure's not on themselves.
They're both playing free and aggressive right now. Great volleyball. Who can make a few more good plays down the stretch?
Dixon at the service line. Watch out for Austin to hit at her. The only rotation she plays back row. O'Neal already hit at her once. Let's see if McCage does. Skinner tips right in the middle of the court.
So much experience in that move. All the momentum, all the energy, expecting a hard-driven ball, and she throws it in the middle of the court. This is a big point for Salt Lake. Can they stay in this 5th set?
We played just to 15. Austin needs 3 more. Alexa Gray taking the hitting air, but she's had 24 kills, almost an entire set of kills under her belt. Austin 2 points away from taking this to the golden set. Best server in League One up.
Everyone feeling the nerves, feeling the urgency of every point right now. A good rotation for Salt Lake as Haiti Casanova is up to block.
Jordan Poulter, overpass. Serena Gray blocking that ball from coming back over. Salt Lake staying close.
they're serving at once, so let's get set up quick when we get out there. Look for Alexa to be jamming a little bit more to the middle of the court, especially area 4. You guys got to look at that a little, right? Perfect. You got it that way, right? Yep. Here we go. Come on.
If Austin wins this set, we go to the golden set. This set right now only goes to 15 points, win by 2. If Salt Lake wins it, they win the championship. If Austin wins this set, we go to the golden set. Last match to 15 points. Austin trying to keep the pressure on Salt Lake. Banks. It's match point for Austin. Asia O'Neal back in at the front, playing alongside her former college teammate Madison Skinner. They played together. Nova off the hands, Edelson. The digs are all over the place. The blocks, the offense, it does not get better than this volleyball. You're watching the best volleyball in the world right now. Slide to McCage.
Come on, Serena, come on, Serena. Yes, help. Good, Serena.
In a fifth set, you're looking for momentum early. Great play by Salt Lake. Good first 2 contacts, and Alexa Gray takes a huge high swing.
Zoe Jarvis has stepped into that libero jersey and absolutely ran away with the opportunity.
Yeah, grab it.
Logan Edelson touching Serena Gray's blocks, sending that ball way out for a kill.
So fun to see these athletes, the intensity of how they lock in, how they're communicating productively every single play.
Yeah, Lex. Yeah. Nice, Alexa.
Alexa Gray getting through the block of McCage and Skinner. Now she's back row, still a threat behind the 3-meter line.
Yes, block. Yes, Haiti, you Haiti. Yes.
Salt Lake called into the net.
Great dig by Salt Lake. Fortunately, that block trying to do a little
Let's get
too
it tied
much.
up, we're okay.
Catches the net.
Kojima, one of the best liberos in the world, still showing her mechanics before every pass she does.
Yes, Haiti.
Casanova, you can hear Coulter saying, "It's you, Haiti."
So big time. Haiti Casanova said she woke up from her nap today and said, "We can do this." Incredible pass by Alexa Gray. That is a wildly difficult play by Salt Lake. Great pass, incredible set.
Jarvis keeping this ball in front of her.
Yes, Serena.
Back to Skinner, right down the line. Flipping Serena Gray and back.
Both sides just playing great high-level volleyball. Zoe Jarvis taking care of those first few contacts. And who better than Madison Skinner to take a huge cut, and she ties it up 3-3.
This is the 11th set between these teams in the last 2 days. Back and forth battle. Coulter, leg wrapped in Oz, continued to run all over the court, but Austin taking this one.
Kind of an awkward dive in there. Couldn't have felt good for one of the toughest setters in the league, in the world, Jordan Poulter. Asia O'Neal back in the front row. She was a game changer starting in set 4 for Austin. She single-handedly kept this team in it.
Casanova Or did she get the hands? Austin saying she didn't. Up front, the breeze. No challenge.
And right now, Poulter has a choice. Does she set Haiti again? Or maybe go to Claire Hoffman, who's been hot?
She goes to Dixon, who does not clear the plane of the net. Momentum on Austin's side right now. Tamamiya Shiro resetting her team with the timeout. Only one timeout per team in this set. Austin on a 4-0 run.
Hey! Let's take a deep breath here. Keep passing. Good read. It's a little squirrely. Take care of that pass. Run that route hard. Okay? You got edge if you need it. If not, long game. Let's go. Let's go. Go, Blake. Yes. Keep going, ladies. Keep going, ladies. Here we go, ladies. Edges, 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 edges.
Jordan Poulter telling her team, hey, just one here. Let's bring some energy, keep fighting. They side out here, they're right back in this. I wouldn't be surprised to see her go to Alexa Gray in the back row, the go-to hitter for Salt Lake. You can feel Austin have the momentum here.
4 former Longhorns on the floor for Austin right now.
Keep it in, Haiti. Keep it in, keep it in. Reset, 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 reset.
Back to Skinner. A split. Right through Dixon and Hoffman.
Everything going Austin's way. They're playing aggressive, they're playing free, and this is what they do. They wear you down, and then they show up with all the fire in the world.
Yes. Yes. Line. Yes.
Claire Hoffman returning the favor.
Claire Hoffman being a game changer tonight for Salt Lake. Salt Lake right now needs a tough serve from Haiti Casanova. They need a point score here and get their team back within 2.
Wait. Come on. Yes. Claire.
Hoffman not able to cross the net, but you can hear setter Jordan Bolton demanding her team to wait, be patient. She knows what she's talking about. She led her team in digs the last match just a few moments ago. Madison Skinner at the service line. Watch out for her back row attacks.
Yes. Tori. Again.
Rio Riley hasn't backed down since Eric Sullivan put her in the match.
Beautiful thing about these competitors, they're always ready. She stayed ready. She said, hey, if Carly's out there, we're here for it. But she showed up ready to fight tonight.
Austin's largest lead of the golden set. Austin immediately in the huddle saying, next one, move on.
Salt Lake right now with Alexa Gray coming to the front row. They're not out of it yet. They're down 4. They need to make a run here. But they're poised to do that with Alexa Gray in the front row.
Asia O'Neal. Right off the body of Claire Hoffman. Her entire family on the sidelines is out and off their feet.
Fired up, Jermaine.
Cross here.
Her dad's been standing up a lot this set.
Alex.
Jarvis with her best dig of the match today. Alexa Gray placing that ball perfectly in front of Skinner.
And we have seen these matches be so close. And just when you think a team's out, they're finding a way to come back. Salt Lake could be right in this with a tough serve and one stop.
Austin first to 10. The red zone version when you play to 15. Slide from O'Neal off the hand. She gets it. Austin is 4 points away from back-to-back titles. Salt Lake seeking their first one with love.
teams have been in some tough spots all season long. Both of them ready to fight to the last point, whatever it takes.
Never underestimate the heart of a champion. These players have talked a lot about that quote this week in Media Day. Alexa Gray, that's how powerful she hits. Logan Eggleston sending that ball way off the court.
These teams know how to fight. Salt Lake down 4, trying to keep their season alive, trying to save a chance to win a championship.
To score with her hitting. Couldn't do it, comes back for the block.
Unbelievable stuff by Logan Eggleston.
Matches Salt Lake Diggs with defense of her own at the front.
Out.
Go! The cage one-on-one takes down Gray, but Salt Lake keeps it up. Jarvis, perfect coverage. Away from taking it off. The pressure is on Salt Lake. Their backs fully against the wall. Everything on the line.
Long track! Long track!
Get on her!
Largest lead today. Golden set point for Austin. This is the championship point, Austin. Going for back-to-back. Not so fast. Jordan Bolter knows who to go to. Alexa Gray. Championship point for Austin.